Grab your boards. Welcome all surfers to Wavvy's Atlantic Ocean. Surf, 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 baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Yeah. Twerk, baby. For certain, she moving so perfect. Surf, baby. You wanna surf on the title, Wavy? Twerk, baby. I'm loving the way that you surf it.
All my niggas, they gang bang, and all these niggas do the same thing. Counting money, living insane. Steady mobbing, let my flag hang. Told them I'm ready. I'm throwing them monster like Randy. I know that these niggas can't stand me, but the automatic come in handy.
Yo, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me in this Wavy's world. Salute to all the surfers, you already know it's another Surfing Nation situation, you feel me? Alright, we about to hit that wave cave. Yo, you already know we in that good old wave cave. Salute to all the surfers for pulling up. We about to get right into it. Alright, the WHOSWHOS is back, man. Yeah, baby be Brazy, Denver Lane, you know what I'm saying? Bro back, and he's definitely back, in his words, yanking, you know what I mean? Talking how he talk, and he's addressing a few rumors that been going around, or people speculating on certain things. One of the things he's going to address in this clip, this is a small portion, you know what I mean? Of course I can't go out and take bro whole joint, you know what I'm saying? But it's a small portion, so definitely go check his full video out. But he was talking about the whole thing with GB, you know what I mean? You know, his former celly. So he addressed that situation, you know what I mean? And he also addressed Wack100 and whether he's the one that supposedly told on him, you know what I mean? However that supposed to have happened, that got his cell raided basically, and caused him to go to lockup for a little minute. You know what I mean? So he's gonna address that. He's gonna speak on King Pill. I believe in this clip, King Pill's gonna get spoken on and everything. So he's gonna speak on a few things. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna let it rock. It's not even like a go stop situation. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give it to the people straight how I got it. And then when it come back, you know what I mean, from that clip, we gonna get back to this.
On the hood, they talking about GB this, GB that, some. It's like they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait till I said some little shit, and then they throw the ball in the air with GB talking about some he this off this yard and all that. This is what I know. I know GB, dead homies. I know GB is a gangster. I'm not on no weird shit. I'm not just saying that. Dead homies from the streets, for a fact, from the streets. On DLB, you can't tell them nothing over there. I don't care what none of them niggas say. All of a sudden he in jail, so his homies jumping on this and being with the next nigga and all that. That's some lanes. You can't tell them nothing on the streets. On Bloods, he going. That's for a fact. You know what I'm saying? All this weird ass, this YouTube shit y'all got on here talking about he did this and all that, man, period, point blank, man. That's just that. We don't care about these crimes that nigga in jail for. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what y'all think it is? No, it's off the chain on lanes. Niggas really in this field. Dead homies. This is nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is nothing. But that's that, man, on lanes. What me and GB got going on is what me and GB got going on. For sure, I'm addressing the situation that I went to the hole, and this is what I'm not doing no more. Dead homies. I'm not putting my neck on the line for people, and then when something happened, they act like they bigger than the program. Dead homies. Look at all this shit I be doing. On 100 Street Riders, I just jumped on here and said some shit about some out of town shit and all this and all that. I go to the hole and I'm sitting there thinking like, what the? I just got into it and got snitched on by this piece of shit, told on me on lanes for show 109th Street, Wack100 told. on everything I stand for, on my family, fool. I'm not playing. I'm not smutting. I ain't told no lie on the WHOSWHOS, GM. I ain't told no lie on here. If I start telling lies on here, start unsubscribing. That's how much of a real one I am. Dead homies. Let me get this wet. I'm blowing it down on you. Look, 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 dead homies. I don't lie on here. I don't make up narratives. I'm not none of these weirdos and none of that. Wack100 on DLB 109th Street, even the police said it. He got me in some weird shit. Hold on, blood. You know I gotta get the wick. Gotta blow it down on y'all. Dead homies. Just got here on lanes yesterday. Ain't been here 24 hours. You see what's going on. Said, dead homies, nigga. If a nigga play with me on lanes, I just lost my sister. You gonna lose him. Hey, sit. Man, I got this shit for YC. Get that wig for me, please. Hey, and another thing, dead homies. Who was the one that was working out there yesterday? It wasn't you for sure. Because you for sure, I know you. I gave this shit to, they said they gave my tobacco to the other one with the hat, but who was that?
Bro, I don't even know, because he said he hollered at me this morning, right? And I was like, nah.
Nah, it wasn't you for a fact.
Yeah, for sure. I remember
I'm talking about the one he worked right now with the hat. He just had it. He had his hat on yesterday.
Yeah, that's the Southsider Biggie.
Yeah, dead homies Biggie, because I heard him screaming to him his name, and he was mad at somebody's thanks. You know, I'm back at it. Dead homies about to blow it down. Lane's about to get my hair cut. Blood look like some else. You already know what's going on this way. DLB 109th Street. Look. But where I was at, fig facts. Oh yeah, I don't care about what nobody talking about on the hood. Look, dead homies playing with the wicks on the hood while I'm trying to blow it down. Look, bro, a gangster for sure. Dead homies, that's where I'm going with that. Not about to keep playing no games. Adam, just do it for the podcast and all that. You can't get mad at him. He a white boy. Dead homies, he a white boy. He do it for the podcast. It's all good. I'm about to, look, rat told, and that's a fact. That's on my dead family. I don't care. I'm not about to play a shouting game with him, and I'm not going against him because he's the police. On lanes, you don't win with the police. GM, you don't win with the police. I'm not going that way. I'm just saying it's done on Bloods. You didn't like GB. Y'all seen what he said about me. He know I'm a gangster. Dead homies. I don't care what nobody say. Like I don't need his approval or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I got at him because somebody was saying some shit like, hey man, we supposed to be all homies, man. Why he always? And I said, man, don't worry about that. And GB got at him. Whatever happened, man, happened on lanes. F finger to him. DLB 109th Street. I'm not about to pop it to him or have a shout fest with him and none of that. Man, they said to come over there to Compton and to the Power Rules, to the Quamers and all that. I'm not dealing with you. Anyways, that's that. For the peoples want to know what Brazy had going on that day in this whole GB situation, why I was low key like, damn, mad at the whole situation because on lanes, that day I get him up, bam, they at homies, they come. I'm not tripping. It's bad. When it's bad, it's bad. Denver Ave. You know what I'm saying? But I went to the hole. I get put through the ringer. Wack lie talking about somebody trying to hurt the police and that shit is police shit that I don't want no problems with. I don't win on lanes. But you can't do it again. Dead homies, they already know you lied. GM went through all the nigga shit, police ass shit you got popping off. I'm over that. Listen to this though. On lanes. So I'm in the hole. I'm doing bad. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm mad. I'm doing bad. GB posting videos. He yanking. I'm hearing he going crazy. I'm like, what? Dead homies, I just went down for a Zark over you. Dead homies. Nigga, Wack, y'all all here, Wack on here, and everybody on here, they talking about baby Brazy. They love me on the set. And even if you don't, I don't care. Everybody I get into it with, I got into it with over him because that's how loyal I am, nigga, on Bloods, and I don't need nobody on the hood. I'm with who I'm with. Said so I get into it with my big homies. I didn't got into it with everybody over him on lanes. It was that I'm in the hole. I'm back there about to damn near go up on some weird shit because the police playing on my property, gang. I'm hitting GB and his peoples and they getting back at me like I'm nobody. One word answers, acting like it ain't nothing, acting like my pictures of the kids and motherfucking and all my stuff ain't nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stop getting into it with people over people on lanes. I'm just gonna let people, since they a nigga and they own, do your thing. Nobody don't need baby braids, right? On Bloods, nobody don't need baby braids. That's that. With this whole 4 extra situation, dead homies. Anybody get into it with the who's, you got 6 months to live. And I ain't talking about living on no murder shit. I'm not talking about that police shit. I'm talking about 6 months to keep acting like you somebody until your homie story yanky. I don't know what's going on. I don't care what's going on. All I know is on a dead homie, something is going on. GM. Anyways, I just get out the hole. I'm buying boxes of honey buns and chips and shit on DLB. I'm a nigga. Look. So this is that. I hear weirdos talking about me. Bloods thinking they sit next to females that I don't even want to. I won't even look at. Dead homies on 109th Street Riders. I don't care what else. People be sitting next to females and be thinking these female owns. I don't do bums. I don't do none of that. But anyways, again, on Bloods, blind people got a nigga name in their mouth, lying. On Bloods, way doper than you. And shit. Nigga, last time I heard people living with their mama on lanes, I'm done with you on lanes. And this another thing. All of a sudden, and before I was getting up on him, like, you know, on some grown shit, like, because me and him, we don't beef on the set. This is just some, look, what's going on with you, nigga? With you, we already got down. You already know what's happening with me, type shit. I'm a nigga. That's what I do. I don't beef with niggas on the set. This shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm hearing everybody breathing on him. I'm hearing everybody beefing with him. Now it's whatever it is on L's. King Pilly, DLB 109th Street. I don't know what's going on with all these podcasts and all that. I ain't got no beef with him and none of that. But on Bloods, I don't play with no sex play shit. I don't joke with people, and I don't have people around me that joke with other niggas and none of that on Bloods. And then on lanes, it's 2 sides on Bloods. Nigga, ain't none of that. I said, soon as I look up, people talk about they go over there for $100. 200. Adam ain't paying niggas nothing but 200. I know Brick Baby was on there and Brick Baby had that shit in the headlock. Dead homie, he told me everything. I know what's really going on GM. Stop it. On the hood, y'all niggas do get on there for everybody that's on there is his enemy. Dead homie. That's how loyal he is on Bloods. And then you got yeah. But anyways, on lanes, I'ma for sure speak minds. Then rap on Bloods. Anyways, yeah, that's about bro. Damo.
Alright, so for sure, y'all heard what he said, or y'all saw it too. Know what I mean? And when it comes down to GB, right? He's basically saying like GB is who he is, know what I mean, as far as his reputation and everything. He ain't take that from him. But, you know, he also made a statement that when he went through lockup and all that, he was down bad and everything. He was seeing GB doing his thing still, which I didn't even know GB was still doing videos. I ain't gonna lie, when B Brazy had got sent to the hole and everything, I stopped watching, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even know he was still dropping, unless he got his own channel that's not under the Who's Who. Well, I'm guessing he probably made his own channel. I don't know. But he peeped that, talking about Baby B Brazy. He peeped that, and he said he was trying to hit up GB and like his homies, and they was basically playing him like he was a nobody, like sending him one word, 2-word responses, stuff like that, and basically acting like he don't matter. All right, so he feels some type of way about that because, you know, he went through certain things, especially the biggest thing was with him and Wack100, which Wack100 originally was going at GB, but B Brazy, you know, that's his boy. He wasn't going for it, so he got in that fire with him, and then just so coincidentally, the situation happened with him getting took to the hole, right? So he feels some type of way about GB, and he also said that, you know, GB gotta be against it. I mean, playing me like that, he better have something behind him. So that said everything I needed to hear. So GB, according to what B Brazy saying, his rep is his rep, but the whole rumors that been going around that they're not gonna be rocking with each other and all that, like he ain't feeling him. that seemed to be true. All right. So Wack100, he spoke about Wack100. Nah, I mean King Pill and all that. And he when Wack100, he basically said like where he been saying, like Wack told on him, like he know for a fact he put on his family, on his hood and all that. So of course had to see proof of that, you know what I mean? Because he seemed very confident, but that don't necessarily mean he's right, you know what I'm saying? But it don't mean that he's wrong, because you know it could be like a proxy of Wack. You know what I mean? For those that don't know what I mean when I say that, basically just somebody that Wack is basically sending the action through. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not actually the one doing it, but he got people, you know how you already talk about his team of this, team exposure, team of that, saying like he know whoever the person that dropped that call on him or whatever is associated with Wack. However that worked, we don't know for sure if that's it. I just would say it was coincidental, but it also could just be something as simple as knowing him and Wack going through it, somebody else took the opportunity to do that, because I mean, we do this in the hood all the time, at least my hood, you feel me? We know you beefing with somebody, we do got a little issue with them. Know what I'm saying? If we ain't like we the type that want to claim anything, we'll do whatever we do to you, knowing that you gonna automatically assume it came from, you know what I'm saying? So it could be that too. It probably don't got even nothing to do with Wack and his people, but we gonna see about that. King Pill, he obviously ain't feeling King Pill. He feel like he went up there, did whatever he did for whatever little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't feeling, I don't know if y'all saw, I don't remember if he said it in this clip that just played, but I did see a clip when he dropped that. It was just audio with him saying basically he wasn't feeling like what he heard about him getting marked out. You know what I'm saying? That he ain't standing on what he supposed to been standing on when him and the Aunt Hefe thing came out. So I know Brazy had an issue with that. And like I said, the fact that he went through what he about to go through behind the $100-200, he wasn't feeling that. So, know what I mean? That was that one. What is that? So that was that one, right? Boom. Now, with all this being said, you know what I mean? I believe he mentioned four extras, but I don't know if I caught that in the clip. I know he spoke on four extras too. You know what I'm saying? He spoke on, this wasn't in the clip. I don't believe this was in the clip either, but he also spoke on, you know, the out of state homies, out of state this and that. You know what I mean? There's other shit that he was talking about, but I basically covered the main topic that I know some of the people have been wanting to know what's going on from his point of view, you know what I mean? So that was basically that. Now, only thing I'm gonna add to this only thing extra I'm gonna add to this is, hopefully, because now he's obviously hot, you feel me? Like, for that to happen to him, they definitely gonna have eyes on him. I don't just think they just gonna assume you're not gonna get released back in the population and go back to it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, bro seem a little, you know, he seemed a little burnt out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he seemed like he ain't one-on-one that really care too much, you know what I'm saying, about the consequences. You feel me? So he on whatever he on, and whatever come with it, you know what I mean, coming with it. So hopefully they don't run down on him. You know what I mean? I look forward to him coming back. You know what I mean? I rock with bro content. You know what I'm saying? I don't necessarily agree with putting dudes out there and all of that, because we know it get things going. Even though you know that he be like, you shouldn't have did it, and he always saying I ain't trying to start nothing. But we all know it's gonna start something. You feel me? What is the truth? Shouldn't be taken in a certain way because it's the truth. We all know the truth hurts, right? So let's not act like we don't know that. You feel me? But hey, that's his channel. He do what he do, the same way I do what I do on my channel. You feel me? We all entitled to our own opinion. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to know what y'all think. You feel me? What y'all think about this whole situation? You feel me? Do y'all rock with how GB was moving? You know what I'm saying? When B-Brazy had a situation. Also, do y'all think Wack100 over like a proxy of Wack had anything to do with him getting ran down on and everything? You know what I mean? And losing his phone, and of course being away from YouTube the way we were used to him being on there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. And what else? King Pill situation is pretty much that's just been spoke about. Y'all can add whatever y'all want to add to the comment section on that, but you know, to me that's pretty like beating a dead horse at this point. But I know for him, he ain't really get his time to shine, get his video camera time, so you know he still got to touch on it and everything. And he also brought up 4 extras, but like I said earlier, when I said that, I ain't for sure if I had caught that in that clip or not, but basically just saying you get what you get. That's basically, if it was or wasn't in there, he basically saying you get what you get. And he said a little more things. Like I said, go check his video out, run his views up, bro, fresh out of the hole, you know what I'm saying? Shit was a little on pause and all that, but he seemed like he getting right back to it, right back at it. You know what I mean? And also on his video, there's a few interactions outside of him with the video, you know what I mean? Just in case for people that ain't familiar with how dude be communicating in jail and getting, you know what I mean, certain things done, you get a little taste of that in that video too, like, you know what I mean? Him hollering at who he hollering at through the freaking cells and all that. So with that being said, you already know it's ATM Wavy, aka Mr. OMG, and you know it's me. And this is Wavvy's World. Salute to all of y'all for checking with the video, especially if you made it to this point. I mean, you rocked out through the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So I need y'all to hit that like if y'all like that. Now, I mean, hit the comment section, you got something to say. Of course, hit that sub and holla at the blood. Join the Surfing Nation, because we always waiting. And hit the notification bell. When I drop something, it's going yell. And of course, man, it's last but not least, always look both ways before you cross that street, cause you might get hit.
Wavvy. But if the boy tall slick, I'ma blaze some.